Hello everyone, welcome to Napoleonic Wars, a special historical event for you. And we have a massive battle, and right now, this is stage 1, this is conquest. And this is the Smolensk suburbs. And so essentially, what it is, let's give you a little bit of a summary. Having no opportunity to cut short the Russian retreat early in the campaign, Napoleon devised a maneuver around Smolensk in an attempt to sweep behind the Russians and inflict decisive defeat. Bagration's corps had fortunately occupied Smolensk a few days prior and was able to stall the French advance in the suburbs of the city. So, we have Russians and French people. Good heavens, I know. What are the odds? And we have cavalry. Hurrah! Hurrah for the cav. Here we go. Here are the 33rd. Look at them, don't they look lovely? In as the French, and you can see the capturing of the flag is being done. And there you go, the French have captured flag number 4, and you can see the lines moving out. Here come the boys of the 77Y. There is old friends, obviously, Abercrombie. And so you can see here there's Waddies, and another section of the 77Y. There's Legend 102 and the quick one. So these guys are moving out. And now you can see the Russians are capturing back the flag. You can see the cavalry up on the far left. And look at this. The French moving in severe numbers. And I don't know why there's a mouse cursor suddenly appearing on my screen. That's slightly annoying. Never mind. Anyway. Look at this number of French people. Oh my heavens, it's the 33rd. Lieutenant Colonel Nigel holding the flag. Corporal Alistair. Fine drumming and fifing. There's Private Rudy. As you can see, the Russians have lost flag number 4. We can have a look. You can see, there we go. There's all the flags. You've got flag 4 in the centre. Flag 3, flag 2, flag 1. And right now, the Russians have pretty much got it sewn up. But now the lines move in to do the damage. We look over here on the left, you can see these guys taking a bit of damage from the Russian numbers. The 32nd, there's Awenik, and stuttering as well over on the right side. And they're going up against the members of the 16th. Look at these guys. Major Bob Rabbit from the 16th. Good old Roger Rabbit. No, Robert Rabbit even. And there's Private Peter. And these guys are trying to push back the French as they are doing the damage. And this is the first of many segments and stages of this battle. And the Russians have lost flag number 5. Let's have a look. So, flag 0, flag 5 down here. That one there. And it's what I love about this is that the done doesn't work. Yeah, good stuff. It'll probably make the cursor appear again, but the melee is now being got into as these guys fight it out. The 16th. And in comes Comrade Gaben fighting against Peanut Donkey. Good God, what a fantastic name. And Peanut Donkey is successful. And you can see more murdering going on here with Private Ace and the 33rd. And this gentleman, Colonel Aleko the Greek from the 16th. Doesn't he look smart? Well, not anymore. Never mind. Timing. Perfect timing. Never mind. Recruit Bajors of the 33rd. And you can see these guys trying to push back against the Russians. And look at this fine fort. These guys on the outskirts of Smolensk. The suburbs. We're in the burbs. And there's a lot of mass murdering going on outside those burbs. Here's Major Hugo of the 32nd, with, of course, the fine moustache that is the signature of Major Hugo. So, let's see if we can find out what goes on the left-hand side of the suburbs, because we're hearing murderizing, and we know something's up. As the kill feed is going absolutely bananas. This is why it's the 16th fighting against, look at that, the 3C. Find Grenadiers. And the 33rd in there as well. Who's fighting for his life? Dark Jack, 16th recruit, doing a fantastic job. Until he got stabbed in the chest. Never mind. And the cursor reappears again. Curse the cursor. It's going to ruin it all, you see. Never mind. Cavalry. Recruit. Nicholas Minham. From the 1st TC. And you can see them looking for an opportunity to pounce on the enemy. Just wandering around. There's a fight occurring over the flag here. As more French come in from the 33rd. Recruit Nano. As there you can see defending himself. It's Mutinous Teutonus. From the 77Y. Conscript. What a fine name as well. What a great name. Mutinous Teutonus. The late Mutinous Teutonus. And now you've got Goody Gamer in there as well from the 77Y. Look at that turn and the stab. And he's going in and finally gets finished off. So it looks like the members of the 33rd have succeeded against the 77Y, Night Stalker and others. Now forming a defensive position. So, well, precisely, thank you. Oh my goodness, what's this? Reinforcements? It is reinforcements. But also horses attacking. Clippity Clops came charging in. And it all went horribly wrong. Yes, fine. Gentleman there, Nicholas Minham. Oh, he's crashed his horse. Oh, this is bad news. His horse goes down. And he then gets team-killed. Yeah, that was unfortunate bad timing there. Fell off his horse, then stood up in front of the bullet. As down goes Major Artemis from the 70th. As these guys are pushing in against the French. Fine battles occurring around this flag. Let's go and see what else is going on elsewhere. What is he doing there? I mean, honestly. Who is that? Private Ace. Currently on break. And look at that. The French have won the round. They've taken all the flags. Holy crap. The Russians are in trouble. The edges of Smolensk have been taken. And we shall move on to the next round. We're on to Berezina. And the attack on the Refetsky. Can't even say it. It's a siege. We'll be right back. After constant retreat, Kutuzov is reappointed as commander of the Russian forces and prepares one defensive action close to Moscow. A series of redoubts hastily constructed to anchor the Russian line. These must be held for as long as possible to maintain any advantage over the Grande Armée. So, no cab for this round. Lines and lights it is. Look at this. They're all getting set up. PFC Nomad. And the cannons. Look at this. There's some cav over here. There may be no cav in the actual battle. We'll have to wait and see. The quiet on the battlefield. Before the inevitable charge. And we're seeing smoke and dust being kicked up over here. Could this be where the enemy is going to be coming from? Attacking across the river. Going to be a difficult ford for them. But there is a bridge. Which will act as a funnel for the people, for the soldiers. And needless to say, they will rain fire and destruction down upon the bridge. So, we see, at least, aha, the fine members of the French army poised for the attack. And of course, the Grand Army following this little fella here. The Imperial Eagle and the normal team killing has begun. Yeah, welcome to a standard round. Yeah. That's kind of the norm. There's Haldane. And there we go. We've had a quick reset. So, we're over by the French army. Look at these guys getting sorted, ready to go. It looks like we might have some problems with the artillery. Look at these guys. Colonel Spoon of the 33rd. Doesn't he look handsome? And recruit him. Prepared to punch the living crap out of any Russian he finds. Waiting patiently, Lieutenant Jonty of the 33rd. And over here, Colonel Lipage of the VGGRE. Don't they look at these guys? Don't they look fantastic? And there we go. We're going for a live on the reset. And there, Delacoline holding the flag. So, we are now live after a couple of resets. They're going to be waiting at the spawn until the moment comes for the attack. Obviously, this is the attack on the Ravsky Redoubt. It's a good old siege. So, we just have to wait and see what happens. France have to wait at spawn. They want to try and collate the numbers together in this historical event. Welcome to D-Day, Napoleonic edition. Pollux definitely having it right there. As you can see all these guys. Ah, look at this. The horse parking. Nice horse parking, I have to say. Great horse parking. Although I'm not seeing any of the tickets that you normally put on your horse to make sure that you don't get your horse clamped. But, you know, we'll not worry about such details. Who is this man? It's Bradders 7 on the cannons. The 77Y. Any more cannons under use? There's only a few cannons being used. From what we can see, the 77Y. Who are the doorstop heads today? It's the 16th, and there. Look at that moustache on Mr. Wombat. Fine twirly moustache on Mr. Wombat. And there, of course, is Robert Rabbit. Major Bob of the 16th. So they've got a good spread of forces all across this line. And you can see they've got good visibility. Although this could be a weak area here. Whether or not they're going to try and sneak around the edge of the map, it will be a difficult ask for the French army. But we'll have to wait and see how they plan to do it. As we fly over the lines of the waiting Russian army. Oh, goodness me, look at these boys. Don't they look fantastic? There's Bessers checking through the spyglass. This is the horse parkers. Ready to move out. And there's Tangel. Now, let's go in search of the French. As poor old Jonty stabs himself in the testicles and falls over the server. Or falls off the server, I should say. And you can hear the bullets zinging past the hill. So, here, French, look at this. Oh, who is this? Oh, the VGGRE. Look at these guys, don't they look magnificent? Look at them all. Oh, they've just ruined it. Oh, for God's sake. But look at them, don't they look fun? Yep, okay, all right, there we go. Look at that. Amazing. Just amazing. God, you got to love this game. Oh, hello. Looks like a Curacao. And he's got the real armour on today, hasn't he? There is Major Kincaid, admin. And Shiny Target. Look at him. Doesn't he look lovely? And, yeah, I think place your bets on how long he's going to survive, considering he's lit up like a flipping lighthouse. I mean, you know, the shine alone might blind the enemy, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. So, Sergeant Major Titus checking on the 32nd as these guys staying well drilled here. Lieutenant Colonel Nigel, oh good God, what a face that is. A glorious face there from Nigel. And Colonel Spoons and the boys. They'll form an open column and we'll get underway. And now is the time to pause for libations before the battle. Because it is very important to wet whistles. So, I hope you have taken a suitable wetting of whistle as we watch the French get set up for their push against the enemy and against the Raevski redoubts. Each section left wheeling, look at this. Now that means basically so if we look at it like this, they'll wheel round to that side like that, as opposed to carrying a left wheel. That would be a little silly. Here we go. And the Russia hold fire until they cross the river. So they are trying to do a reenactment of the actual battle. Look at that. Kincaid, he's back. He's not so shiny this time. It's a little bit more in keeping with the environment. So, there we go. They're pressing shift and they're going to be walking. There we go. Look at this. Here come the French army marching into position. And right through the camera. Wonderful. No, 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 no. Oh. Don't rub your testicles at... Oh, for God's sake. Bloody French. Look at them all. Oh, dear. The testicle cam is doing its work. Anyway, we'll move on and follow the boys until they make their way across the river. So, the river crossing, I'm guessing, will be marked. Look at this shallow area by the rocking. The rocks here. You're busy in the river getting your rocks off, and they're going to be shot at. So they'll make their way over here, and then over the hill, and will be greeted by the Redoubt, waiting for them, and no doubt will be greeted by the many, many bullets waiting for them. And here comes Kincaid leading the boys over. They've got to keep that powder dry. And the flag, of course. Corporal Alistair of the 33rd. Has anyone fallen over in the water yet? No, I'm glad to say no one's tripped up and fallen face down. And here you can see the French now holding position until they're ready to go. So you can see Major Kincaid giving the order. They're reforming the line to the right side here. All the way down. A great big huge line of Frenchmen. And then it is time for an attack. And things to bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen. After the admin, it's a normal siege. So there will be this first historical charge, and then it's a normal siege situation. Scott Tenent Marmora of the 8th Regiment, as these boys getting themselves ready. Look at this. Don't they look glorious? And the Russians are waiting. Oi! Who shot that, cheeky bugger? France preparing to advance. This has the potential to be very, very messy. Vive indeed. Here we go. We're watching them. And there. Whoa! Multiple members of the 33rd taken out by Bradders. And some have surrendered already. And the French now have to reform and hold. And you can see some of these guys being hit with long-distance shots. Beautiful shooting coming in from the Russians. And they're going to form up as the cannons are no doubt reloading. Reloading as fast as they can. And now they're going to split their numbers as the French present. Look at this. Doesn't it look glorious? The whole line getting ready. And look at that. Oh, and down go multiple members of the 70th. Courtesy of the cannonballage of Cody Gamer. Firing by section from the left. Here we go. Look at this. Doesn't that look glorious? Absolutely brilliant. Look at these guys. So organised. Who is that? Look at that, the VG. The 1C, we'll call them, it's easier. And look at that. The fire continues. France hold fire. This is the opportunity for them to reload. Get their line back into a single form. And get ready to advance. Incoming cannonball! Off they go. You can see some of the bullets still coming in. As the French continue to march up. Down go more French. Courtesy of the cannonball, the 8th Regiment. Oh, that's just brutal. Cody 9-0. And you can see them getting ready to move. And the French getting ready to return fire as they are taking fire, trying to organise themselves as more cannonballs take out multiple members. Look at that, the firing continues. Oh, the bullets coming in all over the place. Cutting down brave Frenchmen as they continue to fire. I noticed they haven't shot the admin yet, which is kind of surprising. But now the bullets come. Look at that, another kill by Bradders. Oh, wow. The brutality of the 77Y cannon. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The lines are getting ready to advance. Here we go. The lights up ahead. Forging their way through. Poor old Spaghetti Nom Nom has taken... Oh, wow. Bradders with another multi-kill. Look at that. Just brutal. Lines halting, dressing left, as opposed to dressing to the right. And there is Tekitoga. These guys making use. And they're going in for a last volley. Some don't get the chance as they're cut down. Look at this. And the charge begins. In they go. The French attack. The Russians wait. As we follow them in. They're going to be dodging. All over the place. There's a commanding officer going in as well. Colonel LePage. And they're moving up towards the Russians. In come the French. Here are the Russians waiting for them. And then the battles on the edges of the Redoubt continue. And these guys not really being attacked in any kind of serious way, but look at that kill feed. Oh, wow. Ouch. That's hurting. As you can see, oh goodness, there's rifle butt action going on. There's the melee, the murdering inside the walls. So this is a normal siege now. So no more cannon firing, or at least they'll be very lucky to get a cannon shot off now. But think about those guys who did it for real. Sobering experience as the cavalry make their way out. Who are the cavalry? It is the 1st TC. And so Those guys charging out to try and maybe slip round the side of the French, which are attacking. And here come the additional reinforcements of the French going up the side of the Redoubt. Look at this. There's Gurkha in from the 33rd and Corporal Max. And these guys doing a fantastic job trying to get the numbers together so that they can attack this side. There's Sergeant Major Balasven. But there's defences, and lots of them, led by, of course, Bob Rabbit. So, look at these guys continuing to fire back. The French, however, not put off by the casualties, which is probably just as well. But they are continuing to push. And reinforcements still continue to flow from spawn. There's the cannonball going out. And poor old Kling taken down by Bradders. Poor Kling. There's Jonty from the 33rd. Making his way out. Draws the sabre. Tries to dodge the bullets. This is a dangerous moment for Jonty. Bullets fly all around him. And there is the proof in the pudding. Jonty finished off. Almost at the same time as Mr. Rabbit. And there you can see multiple members from Cody, or Gody I should say, and Bradders taking down more French forces. Question is, will they be able to make it up? Now, I'm wondering, aha! Look at this. The sneaky Frenchmen abound. The 3C making their way up from the spawn on the right side. They've seen there's Pierre Duchamin. Or Duchamon, maybe? I don't know. You know me, I can hardly speak English, let alone any other language. And this is the opportunity they were looking for. Okay, maybe not him. Poor Petit Jean is no more. And this is what they were looking for. This is the opportunity. Oh, Jesus. For me to choke on my own phlegm. Lovely stuff. And so, look at this man defending himself. Sergeant Lacause doing a fine job of defensive. And correction as he gets stabbed once. And nearly stabbed again, but he's doing a good job of defending and fending off two people. And from Tayside. Takes one of them down. And the other. You can see his musket slick with blood. And he gets shot in the chest. Members of CI, there's Grenadier Marco. And the 2nd Regiment. Major Dish. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. So. Now the Russians are going to be in a state of trouble. Because the French know they can breach on the right side. They can get in behind the Russians. And they can get up there to the flag point. Now, you can also see more French people just... Oh, this is like Chinese human wave. It makes sense when you think about the quote from Napoleon. You cannot stop me. I spend 30,000 lives a month. Just think about that for a second. A sobering thought at any time. Unitato from the 16th going in to deal with the dastardly French who have placed their tricolour in the centre, planted their flag, and the Russians are also stealing those tricolours. And look at that. Showing that they've stolen those flags. Placing them up there. Bob Rabbit placing the flags up there to show their ownership of this base. So good old Robert. Doing a good job there. What's this? Nano. Looking for cartridges. Maybe getting involved with some melee. Going in for a long distance stab. Watch out behind you, Nano. He goes in for that kill. Gets a nice kill onto Glove. And he's doing some fine blocking his Nano today. He's got his back against... He's got his back against something, against that cart. And that could be a problem for him. Nano defending himself. Oh, dear. Poor Nano finally finished off by Ziggy from the 77Y. Working together with Boba Dakosfot. Good God, where did people get these names? And there's Caesarin. Hiding behind the wall, sensibly GEO4. And now coming in through the front. Delacoline, murdered brutally. Lacoz, working together with Commander Corporal Alistair. Oh my goodness, he got away very quickly. That was High Lord. Wow, High Lord with a quick run away. We shall now watch High Lord attempt to murder his opponent. Goes in for a quick kick and a fine stab and murderization by High Lord. But while his back was turned, the French lost the fort. Sorry, the French took the fort. So, on to the next map. Leaving Moscow burning, with no peace terms in sight, the French begin retiring out of Russian territory. The prolonged retreat is taking its toll on the Grand Army. Under constant attack, they must protect their baggage and supply to attempt to sustain themselves and the rest of the retreating army during the Russian winter. And as you can see, the Russian winter's taking its toll on a lot of people. Look at that. That's Russian winters for you. They don't mess around. Minus God knows what, 70 or something like that. You don't want to get your knob out to have a pee because you probably end up being frozen to a tree. That would be very unpleasant. And so, Abercrombie Lieutenant. And there's a name we remember from old. And so it's lines and lights for the French. So, Cossacks or Hussars. So this will be the opportunity for the Russian army to harass the French retreat. Oh, not like that. Suicide is not considered harassment. Unless it's self-harassment, but we won't get into that. The French have 2 lives. The Russians have unlimited. Wow, that's harsh. Oh, hello. The French retreated army. Look at these guys. They all punch up to keep themselves warm. You've got to protect the 5 arty trains. I'm guessing these fellas. Or even though a horse is standing on that guy. Bring one to the end to win the round. I'll attack indeed. Private the slack. We move down the road. We can see other members of the French army, the Grand Armée. Look at these guys. Colonel Lepage. Look at this. This is the route they've got to take. It's a harsh, snowbound route. Hard ground everywhere. And look at this. Russians waiting in ambush. Well, except for him, maybe. And don't forget, no Vic or Rick. So that's no reloading in the charge. And no firing in the charge. So, let's have a look. They're going to have a reset soon. And then... look at these guys. Bowling for Frenchmen, ladies and gentlemen, is what that was. Oh, dear me. Never mind. Oh, it's Nano. He survived again. Look at this. Mad survival skills here from Recruit Nano of the 33rd. Oh, he got sliced slightly there. Oh, nice kill on the horseman. And another kill. Oh, his teammate dies nearby. Oh, Nano gets hit by the horse. And we're finally back with the round underway. And let's move. Oh, okay. Let's not. Let's wet whistles while we wait. There we go. And here, the road leading from Moscow. Going to have limited visibility. It's going to be a harsh run. The Russian winter doesn't mess around. Oh my goodness. Abercrombie on a horse. Whatever next. Spooky also horsebound. Slavic. Ziggy. Bradders. Braveheart. Mr. Soda. Henker with the horn. There's Godi. There's Riki. Eyeball. Legend 102. Frala. Andrew. And at the back it's Nomad. And they've crashed. So, Pain Mace of the 32nd. Look at these guys. So these are the equivalents of the baggage trains they've got to look after. Phoenix Ops there as your emotional baggage. Hello. So they've got to try and protect these guys. Aleko the Greek on the clippity-clop. And they've got to try and protect these horses. Look at this. Look at this. Fantastic from the 70th. This is going to be tough for these boys. They don't get many lives. Whereas the Russians get a lot more. And they're waiting for the inevitable attack. They know is coming. Look at that. A very, very pointy front. And they've got to protect Nigel. This is the face of the person they wish to save. Yeah, you're not really helping your position by shouting Vive and all that kind of stuff. Also, Captain Kling, Night Stalker, and Aleko the Greek. And on the left here, it's Phoenix. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, what's this? It's reinforcements from the lights. The 33rd Marksman Carolus has come in. And look, oh heavens, look at these cavalry. Just flowing across the ground. 77, why don't they look fantastic? And they're trying to stay out of the way. The guy's trying to form the equivalent of a square. And they've got to be careful because they know there's going to be a line up ahead waiting for them in ambush. This is the situation. But they've also got to watch their rear in case the likes of these fellows sneak up behind them and try and attack. And that's exactly what's happened. And look at that. They've lost a few people already. And the fire going into the 77Y as the cavalry comes charging in and attacks the 16th. The 16th now defending themselves as multiple members of the 77Y get taken down. Look at these guys. Oh, wow. This is amazing. This defense, they're literally just providing a wall of bayonets to stop the cavalry from taking them down. Great play here by the French army. Fantastic to watch. Look at this. You wouldn't want to try and get past this line. A very, very pointed bayonets leading the way. So, they are being held back. And now you can see there's Czech and a few others. Look at these boys. Doesn't it look great? Look at this. This is fantastic. The 32nd, Puddle of Fun. Oh, one of my favourite names. And cries of defiance. Fantastic. So these guys continuing. And here you can see Ensign Jacob GR43 of the 33rd Regiment. A gentleman, the drummer corps, reloading. And he's warming up. Filthy Mesler, determined to get that kill. So, what could be over the hill waiting for them, we wonder? Could there be death, destruction, and general mayhem? Yes, there could! Cavalry incoming from the left, courtesy of the quick one. Oh, a nice barge to the floor and avoidance of trees as multiple members of the 77Y get dehorsed. Fine murdering there going on by the French army as they're now trying to deal with these cavalrymen come charging in, the hussars. Nano again surviving so well today. Really playing well. Oh, flying horse! Conscript Adolf! Oh, wow, he got murdered brutally. And more, it's a horse crash. Oh, good God, you wouldn't want to stop in that lot. It's a 77Y losing a lot of people. Down goes High Lord. Down goes another. Onto the floor. It's PFC Andrew. He's getting hit and murdered so fast. Who's left? Look at this. Lancia aka Killer. We'll call him Aka Killer. Look at this blocking. Oh, fantastic stuff. And he goes in for the swing. And a lovely murder by Mr. Joe Guy 99. And now they return after having pushed back the attack. Oh, wow. These guys don't need... poor old Eyeball. Never even got a chance to stand up off the bottom of his horse. Oh, look out. Here come more. More horses arrive. It's the 77Y. It's the quick one. Question is, how quick is he going to be? As he's charging in, and down he goes. Quicker than a cheap French hooker. The quick one ain't so quick anymore. Whoops a daisy. There is still some murdering going on as Monkey Chop gets taken out. And yet more cavalry being finished off. Look at that. He even got killed by the drummer. How embarrassing is that? But these guys doing a fantastic job. Look at them all. Oh, this is great play here by the French army. Just literally providing a wall of bayonets to protect the horses. These all-important baggage trains. These emotional baggages with his Captain Kling and Colonel Nigel. Ultimate Cow, what a fine name. You don't mess with the Ultimate Cow. Moo, moo, and thrice moo. What's going on over here? Oh, it looks like maybe one of the baggage trains is in trouble. Oh, Phoenix Ops is getting attacked, but he's being defended ably by the 3C. And the 32nd, Skinrender and friends. Oh, in comes a flying horse. There's Marechal Bessieres. And down he goes. Oh, there's another horse. As soon as you stop, you're dead. Oh, hello, horsey. There's not much more to say. Goaty Gamer looking for an opportunity to get in and kill. But he's not going to have much chance. He gets one kill. And gets another kill as well. He's going in for that murdering. Can he get to the most important part of the baggage train? He's doing the damage that needs to be done until he finally gets cut to pieces by the combined bayonets of the Grande Armée. Fantastic. So, we follow down the road past the lines of bodies, cavalry, random horses. Hello. Look at that drum beat, keeping them going. Keeping them focused. Braveheart murdered. He's pausing. Is Johnson. Marching forward. Keeping the activity high. Night Stalker. And Captain Kling. These guys, some going ahead. Scouting out the area. There's Dillasher. And Tanguy. Oh, another supply train is down. Oh dear. Down goes Ziggy and Eyeball is taken down. Oh, look at that. Slavic Grenadier of 77Y fighting for his life against the drummer. He's about to get drummed. Can he get the kill? He gets the kill on the drummer. And look at this. Fantastic stuff. The Slavic continues to march. Look at this. Fantastic stuff. As one of the few remaining baggage trains. There's Colonel Spoons. Brutally cut to pieces. And other members. Braveheart of the 77Y. Charging in. Got a Lancer in there as well. As the guys trying to protect. Desperately. Trying to protect. The final part of the baggage train. And there is the objective. And they are so close. They are so close. Are they going to make a quick charge for it? There's Night Stalker. There's Kling. And there's Nigel. And they're going to make a quick charge in. Oh, look at that fire shot. Into the enemy. Spooky taken down. Is he going to try and get that all-important kill? And stop him getting in. A nice murder going in there from Captain Kling. And the French, albeit low in numbers, have made it out of Moscow. The French troops are only a stone's throw away from the Polish border, only to find that the Berezina River has thawed and blocked their path. Their engineers must work quickly to assemble a crossing still under attack by the vengeful Russians. And here we go. This is going to be a knotty one. It's going to be difficult. Here, looking at the hamlets, the French have to rebuild the bridge and then cap the Russian flag. Yep, that's the 77Y. Mutinous, Tutinous, and Riki all keeping themselves warm. Yeah, typical 77Y. So, each line on France will have one sapper, so we're going to have to see a lot of team play sappering going on here. And here is the Russian cavalry moving out now. With all these guys getting ready. Don't even know what these guys are doing. The 33rd, Peanut Donkey and others. They're all trying to get onto the same cart. It's not going to go well. And here we go. They reset and respawn. So the guys, the French army, are going to get organised. Fine apron wearing here. Engineer Goodness, King George, Lance Corporal. And there's Alexander. Spade Expertise. And whoops-a-daisy. A quick relive and reset. So, let's see if we can find out where that all-important river crossing is going to be. Now. Oh heavens, a large log pile. Now, where could this location be, I wonder? You know what I'm thinking? It's probably near the river. Now, call me old-fashioned. That could be the answer. So, look at this encampment. Complete with anti-cavalry barricades. And this is what we're going to be looking at. The equivalent of a pontoon bridge. Making their way over on the ice here. Over to this side. And so, going to have to make that all-important crossing. And then push up to the defensive position of this fort. One of the flags here. We'll have to wait and see. So, the Russians move out. And here, Aleko, the Greek colonel of the 16th. Oh, look at these guys. Don't they all look amazing? Just fantastic. Recruit Bajors. Aha! No firing in the charge. And no reloading in the charge. Oh my goodness. There's a submarine Frenchman. Look out, boys and girls. Yeah, that was Grego. And the engineering begins with Captain Cedric of the 33rd. Wielding a hammer. And here comes the engineering teamwork. Look at these guys. Lines do not have to stay with their sappers, but they want to protect them. To be honest, there's a big queue. And I like the fact that there's somebody standing right on the end of the damn thing. Private Gurkha. Don't look down into the water, it's very deep. It's very scary. How long is it going to take them to build this, I wonder? Whether or not they have to lay planks down themselves or they just keep hammering away, it's difficult to know. And look at this. The defences of the French. Porte-Gilet. I think that's how you say it. Lepage. And these guys not worried about escaping. And, oh heavens. The 32nd. And look at that. The first section made. Oh my goodness. Engineering glory. Both sides have unlimited lives. Fantastic. But look at the time. The time is limited. Look at this engineering. Fantastic. Captain Cedric. King George. Pollux. And Alexander. And in the middle, it's Mansi, captain. And they're up. And they're on to the second and the middle section. And now they can escape. The thing is, the engineers are going to want to lead the way. Are they going to be able to make it to that encampment? Love that aggressive engineering. It's glorious. Whoops-a-daisy. That didn't go according to plan, Gurkha. Definitely not. It's possible he may be underwater for a while. And now you can see. Now that's interesting. I wonder whether or not they're actually going to get all the forces over to this island. Because when you think about it, it would kind of make sense. Because you get everybody over to this island. Then in order to get over, they have to go along that pontoon. And it will basically funnel them all along. Here we go. More space. Now, are they going to keep hammering once they get to the end? Or are they going to jump? One's going to jump. So one made it. There's Grego. But the trouble is it means they're going to have wet powder. Let's look at this. The guys, the engineering guys. And they have to build the bridge up. Look at this. Oh, these guys doing fantastic job. Oh, this is just glorious engineering, ladies and gentlemen. Glorious engineering. Wow. Look at that. Fantastic engineering design. And now the members of the French army make it to this area here. The flag ready for the capture. And then the French, they'll be in a very, very strong position to defend. The enemy will have to attack. Maybe across the pontoon bridge. Can they come over from the left is the question. Doesn't look like they can. So they'll be able to look at all that coming over like ants. Making their way over. Whoa, the French have captured the fort. Look at that. And there we go. Fine job there by the French. And look at that. Fantastic. And oh dear. Oh no. It didn't go well. Oh dear, the Russians. Never mind. Anyway, that has been it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this historical event. Our thanks, of course, to Kincaid and the members of the 33rd for putting this on. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and of course, thank you to every single regiment that attended and made this event enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you again for more Napoleonic Wars. Kasplosh!